Hi guys, I've been working on Black Dog again, the kind of rockier version. It's been an interesting day, and I'm not sure how effective I've been. Um, I spent a lot of time on this. Basically, I was struggling a bit because after yesterday, I listened back to what I'd done, and I just didn't like the vocals. Now I know I need a bit more practice on singing rock vocals anyway, so it's a good learning experience. But it just felt really strained. Um, so today, my main mission has actually been to try and redo what I did yesterday, but several tones down. So it's more in the kind of sweet spot of my voice's range, and see if that makes it any better. Okay, so I'm going to go through that in a bit, see what I found there, and see what you think, because I'm still really undecided. But first of all, I'm going to go through the guitaring stuff. So yesterday I mentioned that I wanted different sounds for the verse and the chorus, and I've also got an intro with a different sound as well. But I was struggling trying to get the sounds to kind of flow together nicely. So let me play you the intro guitar to start with.
You'll hear the second guitar coming in a minute. So as you can hear, I didn't have the volume quite right there. Let me just go through that transition again. I had the right sound on. So that was the original. So you can hear the verse going into the chorus. It's a bit jarring. So what I've actually done is I've come down to here and I've made an audio effect rack, and I've got two chains on it. So that me playing that guitar is going through two different lots of effects. The first one is the same guitar effects as the verse. This second one here is that second, slightly more in your face. So if I switch between the two, you'll hear the difference. So that's the first one. That's the chorus one. It does need to be different. So what I've done, I've basically just blended the two. So I'm going to put them both on now. So this is what that guitar sounds like with a mix of the two different sounds. So to me that's really nice. It's got body and it's got a bit of sharpness at the top, but it still sounds a little bit like the chorus guitar. So if we just go through that transition. So that's what I decided to do with the guitars in the end, and that worked out quite nicely. So then I put some bass on it, just very simple. It'll need redoing, but it's just to kind of give an idea. And of course we had the vocals. So let me play you with the vocals. Now I think these sound a bit strained. They do need some work, but I think it's just above my range really for when I'm. If I was doing kind of head voice and falsetto and then this range is not a problem at all. But when I'm pushing with my chest voice, then that's when it's becoming a bit of a problem. Black dog is coming for me. Blood red eyes and teeth like a knife. Feel his breath on the back of my neck. Been stalking me all the days of my life. I see a movement from the corner of my eye, but nothing's there when I turn. The smell of fuel is rising high. Come on now, gonna watch you burn, watch you burn, watch you burn. Okay, so that's it with the vocals. So airing my dirty washing again. They're not great vocals. So what I did today was I recorded the vocals again, but I did them in the same key that I did the acoustic version in. So it's well over 2 tones down. Now, rather than just go and re-record all the guitars, because frankly life's too short, what I did, I used a trick in Ableton where I basically I copied the tracks, so they're up here. So let me put those on. Let's turn those on so you can actually hear them. That'd be nice. And basically you can go and you can transpose the guitars and everything like that. Now, it's not something I do a huge amount of. I do it on violin sometimes actually, so you get a deeper sound and a kind of a rawer, rougher sound, and that's to get notes that I just can't get on a violin. Maybe one day I'll get a viola or a cello or something. But this is just purely a time saving. So you'll hear that the actual sound sounds different because it's been transposed. I think it actually works. I quite like it, but I suspect I'll re-record them all. But what it does mean is that it's almost like having a guitar with an extra string on the bottom. So we're getting some really low notes, and the bass, oh my goodness, the bass has really gone low, and I quite enjoyed it actually. Okay, so here we go. Let me play you without the vocals to start with, just so you can hear what the guitars are like. So they do sound quite different. Sounds like a bass. First guitar. It's lower but less distinct. It's not bad sound though. Bit tweaked, I think. And that one actually sounds quite nice. I like that. So yeah, so I've been playing. Don't know really. Don't know. If I'm going to re-record the guitars, if I do decide to go on this lower version and I re-record the guitars, it won't be anywhere near as low as that because I haven't got that many strings, and I'd have to actually play it with chords that are actually higher than the original, if that makes any sense at all, even though the song's gone down. So it needs to be a kind of different arrangement of the guitars. So maybe that's an option. Okay, so the vocals, they're lower now. It's much more in my comfort zone when I'm kind of pushing. Still not 100% happy with them. Still need a lot of practice, in all honesty. But here we go. Let's give them a whirl. Black dog is coming for me. Blood red eyes and feel his breath on the back of my neck. Been stalking me all the days of my life. I see a movement from a corner of my eye, but nothing's there when I turn. The smell of fuel is rising high. Come on now, gonna watch you burn. Watch you burn. Oh, watch you burn. So it's definitely less strained. I think it probably is better in that key.
Of course, there is always the alternative. I mean, so that there, I actually re-sang it all and about 6 times and put it all together to get that. There is always the opportunity of going somewhere in between. Yeah, I'm really unsure. I think I need to get fresh ears on it tomorrow and have a think. But what do you think? How did you find the difference between the vocals? Did you find the lower one, less strained? Did you prefer the first one because it was higher and it just sounded a bit more exciting? Or what did you think about the guitar sounds when they were transitioned down a few tones? That was quite interesting. When the bass, my goodness, I love the bass on that when that's dropped down. So let me know your thoughts. This is definitely work in progress. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is slightly out of style, slightly out of my comfort zone, slightly out of my skill levels, and I've enjoyed it. So yeah, okay. See what happens tomorrow. All right, cheers then.